Yeah, we'll jump back in, and if anybody drops in, I'll chat. But yeah. So hello, welcome to Mom Games Badly. And plenty of moms out there are fantastic gamers and streamers. I'm not one of those moms, but I still enjoy playing. I hope you'll enjoy hanging out with me while I play. We're finally back to Dream Daddy. Pride Month is officially over, but you know, I'm not done with this game. I still gotta finish this up. I still gotta finish Undertale. Where are we? We are about to go on a date. We're about to be the third wheel on a date between Craig and Robert.
Bro.
Craig is on my porch, a bottle of white wine in hand. Please forgive me, I'm still a little bit sick. Oh, what on earth? Okay, we don't need to do that. There we go. So, let's... Dad Games! Boy, am I glad to see you. There's my little avatar. I made it look as much like me as I possibly could. So, it's an extremely feminine trans man here that I have co-opted for this game. But it had the smirk. So, I was like, it's me. Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine.
Oh.
Excuse me. All right, that's better. Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Oh, of course. Craig's so health conscious. Wow. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. Oh, right, I forgot he's like California boy. I can never tell with him. I have someone in my life like that whose sense of humor can be very dry, and I don't always know when he's pulling my leg. Okay, never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know. All right, hang on. I'm gonna mute myself for a second here so I can really clear my throat. There we go. Thank God it's not just me. I never know. He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. Oh God, my throat is trashed. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first.
Hey.
One time, I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still. If he were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. I should not have had ice cream before going on stream. Dairy is not great for my voice, but anyway. Yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back.
Oh.
We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know. That's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second. Actually, this voice might be good to do Robert. This is uncharted territory, Dad Games. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Don't say that. We're not even inside yet.
Nice.
Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me.
Oh.
Dad Games? Didn't know you'd be tagging along. Did
know.
Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not... No, it's fine. Come on in. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Yeah, some good decorations on the walls here. We got some albums. We get, oh, is that a real walking stick or a picture of a walking stick? Got boomerangs, got a Gigantor TV. Some nice speakers over here. Make yourselves at home. We can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you have a dog, Robert. Oh, yeah. That's Betsy. I have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit. What kind of dog is she? Pitbull. Rescued her from a dog fighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I would probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Anyways, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like ossobuco. Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers. Was the dog fighting thing real, or was he kidding? I don't know.
Hey.
What's ossobuco? I don't know. I think it's, if I remember it, it's like beef shank? Like on the bone that's been stewed? Did he make up that word? Until I have ossobuco in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one.
Nice.
Robert finally walks into the room, carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust them. So we're eating here. Also, I don't have real people plates. Hope that's okay. Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat. Maybe. Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. I think that might be rice, but it also could be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite. Oh my god. I take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender, and the risotto, I think that's what it is so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? I fished it out of a dumpster behind a restaurant. Or at least I think it was a restaurant.
Dude.
You believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I'm kidding. I look over at Craig, who looks wary, but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it.
Oh.
Where did you learn how to cook like this? Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decide to play along. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could scrape together some cash. One night, I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. I go to pay and realize I spent the last of my money on booze the night before. I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my mom's side.
Hey.
Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship?
Hey.
Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good I kinda don't care. That's amazing. It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't exactly expecting gourmet cooking here. Especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. This osso buco is screaming for itself.
Oh.
And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up.
Oh.
Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds? Help yourself. Save room for dessert. I made lemon berry savarine.
Oh.
Well, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me.
Hey.
Surprises. Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig. I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too. After consuming way more ossobuco than my body could handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of whatever savarine was, Craig and I decide to head out. Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company. Especially if there's ossobuco involved. Dad tip number 1, don't forget to floss every day.
You've got dads.
I've got dads. Okay, do I have any messages waiting? No. Oh, so now I have to decide who to message next. We've been on one date with Matt. Does this count as a date with Craig? I'm not sure. I feel like I might have had dates with Craig, but... Can I... No, let's go back. Matt. Okay, so these get filled in when we've had official dates. So we've only been on one official date, I guess. Did that count as a date with Robert? No. Alright. Huh. Okay, well then whom do we date? I've played this game once before, and pursued the Damien plotline, which is really interesting. He has unexpected sides to him. But I'm trying to think if did the school trip count as a date? No. I mean, Hugo seems like a really cool guy, but his kid is a nightmare. Also, his turn-ons are muscles, which we do not have. We do not have those. I mean, technically we have them, but you know what I mean. Brian we're competitive with. And he likes fishing. I do not love fishing. And he loves romantic comedies. Not sure pursuing a relationship with Robert would be fruitful. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? Gun. What did you want to be when you grew up? Grifter. On a Friday night, you're most likely to make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. Would you never leave home without at least 4 knives? Spend a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? Oh, God, he's so tough. We could fix him. I bet we could fix him. I'm not gonna try, though. Do we want to go on another date with Matt, or do we want to try a date with somebody else? I guess the bake sale counted as a date with Joseph? I mean, do we hang out with the married guy some more? That seems unwise. But interesting. Not something I would do in real life. Okay, Matt or Joseph? Joseph or Matt? Let's go on another date with Matt before we go on a date with Joseph. Or should we try one date with everybody? Should we try to get along with Brian better? Should we... Brian does love his daughter the same way that we love our daughter. And he does get turned on by a keen understanding of steak cuts. Which, you know, I'm a fairly carnivorous person. I wish I could be a vegan. I feel like I don't have the strength of character. Or proper, I don't think I grew up with the proper lack of sensory issues. So, I had a very, very, very limited palate for a long time. Deck build. I wouldn't mind building a deck on a date. We'll try Brian Harding. Dad tip number 32, you can't beat the whammy bar. Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more, but it seems like Daisy and Amanda got along really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. Also, good reasoning. I crack my knuckles and start typing. Hey, Brian. My goodness. Alright, hang on a second. Oh, that didn't mute at all. Great. Awesome. Sorry about that. For my one viewer. Which I think actually is me. I don't know. Hey, Brian. Great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. I wait a couple minutes until a ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on screen. It's Brian. Let's see what he has to say. Hey, man. Always love a good burg with a buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian. He signed his name. That's cute. Friendly competition? This is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid, and I'm proud to say that she's almost better at it than I am. Almost. I type back. That sounds great, man. Name the time and place and we'll be there. Hey, Amanda. Hey, would you be up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy? I'm a little out of practice, and I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I could keep it in the negatives. Perfect. Come on, kiddo, let's do this. You ready for this?
Hey!
Arr, matey. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Why are you talking like that? Because this mini golf course is pirate themed. I just now realized that we are indeed standing on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of a putt-putt course. Oh.
Yeah!
Come on, Pirate Dad. Won't you talk like a pirate with me? Arr! Ahoy! Scurvy! Avasti! I don't see pirates. Only angles. There's no time for jokes. Avasti! I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with my superior golfing abilities. I mean, doubloon? Come on, Dad. You told me that this was just going to be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. It's just mini golf. Just mini golf? It's so much more than that. I kneel down and place a hand on Amanda's shoulder. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much. But we have to beat Brian at mini golf. Whatever happened to just having fun? Oh, we will have fun. When we beat them.
Huh?
Amanda gives me a side eye. But before I can side eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy. Ahoy there, mateys.
Oh.
Ahoy! Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. It looks like they already rented us some golf clubs for our mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that? All right, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it? Oh. Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on.
Ugh.
Amanda gives Daisy a look. I mean... Aye, aye! Captain? Daisy winks at Amanda. Ah, look at those two. They're two peas in a pod. So, you excited to get some mini golf in? Oh, you know it. You gambling man? I know when to hold 'em. Depends on what's on the table. Do I get you if I win? That's... forward. Also not on the same vibe as we've been with Brian this whole time. Depends on what's on the table. What are you willing to part with? How about the loser buys drinks tonight?
Oh.
All right. But how about we make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening. The loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend. Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little more concerned with how you're going to maneuver around my hedges. It's highly technical work, not for the faint of heart. I don't think I'll need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh, yeah? Hole in one, every time. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. All right, hang on. I'm gonna have to do something really tacky and talk with a cough drop in my mouth just to make sure I can keep talking. So I'll try not to clack it right into the microphone, you know. All that good stuff. I'm looking I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. I'm trying to do how would I characterize Brian, what Brian's voice seems like not good old boy, but hearty and kind of faux hearty friendliness. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands and lock eyes. It's about to go down.
Matey.
Ready? Golf. Oh.
Yo-ho-ho.
Ha-ha!
Full of ball.
Oh boy.
Yo-ho-ho in a hole full of ball.
Ooh.
You've lost your ball.
I lost my ball. All right, let's see. Oh, too far.
Dead men sink no butts. Into the brine.
Just watching those angles change. Dope. No?
Dead men sink
Not quite
no
enough
butts.
oomph. Okay.
Into the brine.
I should have waited.
Dead men sink
Should
no
have waited and
butts.
seen what happened. I bet that's the
You've lost your ball.
I bet that's how to do it. S rank, really? Peter Weller actually has a PhD in history. Oh, great, RoboCop is a doctor. Who knew? RoboDoc. Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole. Hey, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time destroying Brian underfoot. I just ask because your eye is twitching? No, it's not. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrows. We're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game. You're right, it is just a game. A game with extremely high stakes. A game we're currently winning. Dad! Please, Amanda, please nail this next hole for me. We need to keep this streak going. If it's really that important to you, sure. Amanda walks over and tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her club, she winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot. She looks me right in the eye and does an exaggerated shrug. Oops. I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her act of youthful defiance. She walks over and pats me on the back. That was for your own good. Love you, kiddo.
Armatey.
Okay. I don't love that there's like no way to control the speed.
You've lost your ball.
Where's the hole? I have no idea where the hole is. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Into the
Oh, sweet.
into the brine. Yo ho ho in a hole full of ball.
I should have waited a little bit
Dead
longer.
men sink no butts.
How does this work? Not that way.
You've
Not
lost
that
your
way.
ball.
I like the death hole here. Well, at least it stayed in
You've
there.
lost your ball.
What on earth? How?
You've lost your ball.
Oh, I see. Okay. I only get a certain amount of time here, it looks like. Getting there. Down to 56. Go ask your mother. I try to maintain an air of professionalism because there are children present. But I can feel the crushing weight of the 4 dads before me, casting a disappointed look upon my broken frame. I have failed you, fathers, and for that, I am sorry. Man, that was some good shooting there, Dad Games. I fought valiantly, and my only regret was being bested. I have lost at putt-putt. Mini-golf is beneath me. I fought valiantly. I'll remember this day, Brian, and someday, when I finally defeat you, you'll think of this moment too. The moment I decided your fate. The moment I decided that you must be destroyed. Brian and I eyeball each other, electricity shooting between us. Arr, Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo ho ho, I did. We haven't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we would need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two go enjoy your night. Sounds like a plan. Dad Games, you cool with that? Sure. Just don't get yourselves into too much trouble. Can do. I'll make sure we get into a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Bless that kid's tiny, rebellious heart.
Yeah.
Well, guess we should hit the bar now. There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that? That sounds like a plan. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which I'm not jazzed about, considering I just completely blew it on the butt-butt course. Okay, Dad, you can do this. I just gotta drown my sorrows in some tropical loser drink and get out of here. Oh, tiki bar. When I was in college, there was a local dive bar that was kind of tiki decorations. But they had like the puffer fish with the lights in them kind of thing, but they also had like these, it was like a giant ball of twigs wrapped in Christmas lights, and that was a light fixture too. And then they served soul food, and they had country music on the jukebox. So it was a very eclectic little place. Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki, a kitschy, island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls, and several fake parrots are strewn about. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. The bartender whips up 2 rum drinks inside of hollowed-out pineapples. He sets them on fire, and we have to blow them out before we can drink them. Best drinks are the ones you have to blow out first. Usually I just like to, I don't know, drink my drinks. If you don't want yours, I'll take it. And best me again? I think not. I take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Sorrow tastes fruity.
Well,
My lawn care needs are very particular. I hope you're up for the challenge. Oh, don't worry. I'll bring my own salt to promote healthy growth in a sustainable environment. Oh, come on now, Dad Games. I'm just having a little fun with you. I grumble and sip more of my fruity sorrow drink. Fine, you got me on this one. While I sip more of my drink, I notice a TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. Ugh, I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job minimum. So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? It can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody would watch it. I don't like any of those home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real. Like long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. I have terrible news for you, Dad Games. No, not them too. That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts, though. Those are real. Trucks just don't have emergency escape buttons. I've been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually helped plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Wow, nice work. Yeah, kinda took after the footsteps of my old man. He was a general contractor too? The best. He practically built half of this town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your whole life trying not to become your father, then you wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter, so it's an absolute dream job. For me, at least. Well, that's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point as a dad, and I've been okay with that. Until now. Now I must defeat him. I do have that patio furniture that I haven't put together, still sitting in the garage. Okay. Maybe I should cool it with the dad competition. Gotta keep it light. Tell one of your classic jokes. Ask about his daughter. Stare him down, unblinking. Yeah, great. Let's ask about his daughter. So, Daisy seems pretty smart for her age. Yeah, she's a genius. She definitely doesn't get it from her old man, though. It's actually a little embarrassing. She beats me at Scrabble constantly. To be fair, Scrabble is really hard. I can barely make good words when I have the whole alphabet in front of me, let alone 7 letters. Brian laughs. See, we can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and prove I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason. I think. Let's keep it moving. Ask about his dog, complain about kids these days, compliment his beard. It's gotta be the dog with the beard. He does have a corgi. But I bet that complimenting his beard would make him happier. Yep. Your beard is nice. It looks very healthy. Thanks. I grew it myself. Hey, you're not allowed to dad joke another dad. Is this how our daughters feel all the time? I'm upset. Hi, upset. I'm Dad. No! I mean, you walked right into that one. That's Dad Joke 101. Listen, buddy, I took Dad Joke 101 years ago. I'm in the 400 level classes and well on my way to a degree in fart humor. Wow, Amanda must be so proud. She is not. I look around the room and take in all the kitschy decor, looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian, and I gesture to it. Oh, there's a hanging above Brian and I gesture to it. Cool fish, I bet he caught it. It's definitely fake. Oh, really? Everything in here is fake. That palm tree over there is just a ficus with plastic coconuts glued to it. I look over. He's right. But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though. Of course it was. Oh, really? Yep. I went on a trip to Hawaii maybe a decade ago. We were out on the sea for 3 days, catching fish, drinking beer, you know, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Throw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh, man, that's some of the best food I've ever had. That actually sounds amazing. Well, it was the last day. Everyone had gone to bed already, but I was out there watching the stars. Had my line out, too. Then all of a sudden, it just starts running. So I jump on the reel before it gets ripped out of the rod rack and start fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour, can't call out to my shipmates. It's just man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out. I get him up to the surface and finally get a sight of it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it onto the boat single-handedly. And you know what happens next? What happens next? The damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail. Knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the deck. The fish gone. Never felt dumber. So it got away? I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish Captain Ahab style. I'm sure Daisy would be supportive. Ah, man, fishing's the life. Haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I can't tell him that I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. I am amazing at fishing. I'm the best at fishing. No one can outfish me. I guess I'll go with I'm amazing at fishing. I'm simply the best out there. I didn't pick the best. I didn't pick the I'm the best one. Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. All right, hang on. I'm going to try refreshing chat here. Yep. As I thought, nobody in there. We're going fishing. Oh, no. I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers, we can just sit back, relax, and reel in some trout. We'll bring the kids with us. Come on, you know you want to. I sigh. I've been cornered. Yeah, okay. Brian gives me an exuberant high five. Yes. Maybe we'll see who can catch the most fish so I can get you mowing my lawn. You can try to beat me, but they don't call me Dad Games good at catching fish badly for nothing. I am spinning a web of lies that I fear will one day consume me. Sounds like it'll be a scrap. Brian and I finish our drinks and head outside. Till next time, this is a great opportunity for friendship. I am real excited. Kiss my bass, Brian. Oh, we gotta go for opportunity. And also for catching more fish than Brian. You're krilling me with these puns, Dad Games. Mull it over. You'll come around to the fish-related dad jokes in no time. Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is going to become a whole thing, isn't it? Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV. So, how was your hang with Brian? It was... okay. Oh yeah, he seems like a neat dude. I think so? I don't know, the guy loves a good competition. But then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing? We hunted for treasure for a bit, but Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit. So we just watched some documentary about theoretical physics. I put her to bed and then sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian says she has a hard time relating to other kids. She kind of reminds me of you at her age. Although she doesn't bite people as much as you did. I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels good. You gonna hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me.
Ah.
Oh. I told him I was an amazing fisherman.
Huh?
You hate fishing. I know. I'm kind of panicking. I'm sure it'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently in a boat on a lake for hours on end, with no promise of a tangible reward, your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbor deep within your heart. Fishing's fun, you'll remind yourself, as the world darkens around you, and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection, or simply just the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us.
Huh.
It is my constitutional right to outright refuse this order. Daisy's coming, too. Well, I bet I could convince Brian to bring his dog.
Ah.
Fine. Sold. I'm in. All right. I'm bushed. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay? You got it, Pops.
What an amazing date!
All right, then. I wonder what the difference is between dad points and daddy points. I mean, I can guess what daddy points are. I think those went well. We got the hearts and eggplants several times.
Welcome.
Soft boy.
You got dads.
Oh. Hugo and Damien. Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and were wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Whoa, why can I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are going to bust down my door any minute now. I've got to destroy this computer. Dad Games, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information security. Dad Games, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see that art. See that art. Moving Pictures is hands down the best Rush album. What about 2112, though? Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Dad Games? I turn around. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge appreciatist?
Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too? Yep. Admittedly a little out of my depth here.
Oh.
Thank God. I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God.
Oh.
Yep. I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister.
Oh.
The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends.
Oh.
Who's ready for some art? You know I am. I have no idea what I'm in for. Art is dead and nothing is real. This is the second time I've been given the suggestion to say art is dead. Art is dead and nothing is real. I have no idea what I'm in for. You know I am. I have no idea what I'm in for.
Huh.
Same.
Oh.
No. All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny wines. Talk art with Hugo and Damien, get cheese and tiny wine with Joseph. Ooh. Let's go get tiny wine. I think I need to cheese up before I delve into art appreciation.
Oh.
Good idea. Appreciating art does burn a lot of calories. Gotta carb up on these crackers. Joseph and I sidle up to the snack table. There's a pretty nice spread of little plastic cups of white wine, some crackers, grapes, and cheese.
Oh.
This is more my speed. We eat a couple of cheese cubes in silence. These are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't eat dinner. I think I could probably just fill up on snacks if I'm sneaky about it. I already ate dinner, but I will always have room for cheese. I'm going in for more crackers. Cover me. I shield Joseph from the small crowd of mild-mannered art people milling around the room. I don't think anyone's paying attention. We should probably get back to Damien and Hugo.
Yeah.
Right. Let me just fill this cup with cheese first. For the road. Road cheese?
Yeah.
The best kind. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery's a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of... I'm not even sure. Hang on the walls. Oh, geez. What am I looking at here?
Hey.
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. I'm going to say it reminds me of my childhood. The gestures, the color, they remind me of my childhood, of my parents. Intriguing that you'd discover something so personal in an image so non-specific, Mr. Badley. May I ask you to say a little more? Certainly. Just kidding, it's a butt. Just kidding, it's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord.
Oh.
We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that? That's what it says on the placard. Oh. Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by... what's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that. Excuse me?
What?
Hugo, not here.
Oh.
No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry. I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No.
Oh.
It's wine and cheese.
Hey.
Cosigned. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese.
Ah.
We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it gonna be any weirder than this art? It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
Lawrence of Arabia!
So, quick question. Shoot. What is happening? I second this question.
Hey.
Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Badley. Fear of existence, the very humanity of being human. They really like screaming. But, fear of existence. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It is the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So, what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, really mean it. Damien fixes him with a hard stare. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't going to play well with this crowd. Wise. We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can, and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Whew. I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together.
Oh.
We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese.
Oh.
The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun.
Oh.
Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery.
Oh.
Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice Emmentaler, possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions. Like, for example, luchadors. Aren't there... I feel like there's a semi-famous series of luchador paintings already. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses. Mostly boats. Really?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Dad Games? Food, artistry, landscapes, tasteful nudes of the artist. Damien already paints landscapes. Let's say food. I would probably do still lifes of various foods. Bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. Would there be cheese involved? See, I thought about that, and no. I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing. Excellent point. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. All right, boys, good art. Good art? Agreed. See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. I am going to pause here. I gotta go get some more water. Try to clear my throat. What's it gonna be? It's gonna love you, baby. Alright. So. I think from here on we should pursue Matt and Joseph and see how it goes. So let's go back. Let's try another hang with Matt here. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father? Want to go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff? Amanda... Are you going to bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar, pierced face. Pablo. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am a father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay.
Dad.
A piercing blow to my ego, but not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. All right, Dad, chill the hell out. She's 18. She already doesn't appear to like him. There's no need to be weird about guarding her virtue here. Change the subject. Defend Witch House. Reappropriate lines from Taken. Change the subject. Anyways, Pablo, I didn't know you worked here. Yeah, man. Today's my first day. Matt's still training me. Dad games. Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high five, as fellow cool people do. I see you've met my newest employee. At your service. Well, I'm only here until Vacant Vale starts their world tour. Oh, I like how the flowers in the background make it look like Matt's got a little flower tucked over his ear. Hang on, I'm gonna clear my throat. When's that? The Vacant Vale World Tour. Well, we have to put out a record first. All right, Pablo. Now, what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. Classic. And you? Americano football, decaf for cutie, Father John Misto. I have no idea what that is, but what the heck. A Father John Misto, please. That might be the worst pun I've ever heard. Hey, it's pure comedy. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy. Oh, I was making a joke off. Father John Misty has an album called Pure Comedy, and the drink is named after Father John Misty, so I was... Yeah, never mind. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy of a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again.
Hey.
Hell yes.
Hey.
I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours and was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely.
Oh.
Pablo brings our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people. But for some reason, he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Here.
Oh.
Have you ever been here before? No. I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive.
Oh.
Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. Why do we have 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive? The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point?
Oh.
There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent. But really, I think it's just nice to collect records.
Hey.
It's cool that in this day and age, we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones. But there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love.
Oh.
That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite songs?
Oh.
It made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school.
Hey.
I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming.
Hey.
Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Cookies and cream, vanilla, strawberry, purple. Cookies and cream. My actual answer is mint chocolate chip, but if you could only buy if you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze, Spring Creek Fireball, Power Violence Cherry Blossom.
Oh.
What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambiance, howls of the bone chorus. I'm gonna go with rain. Even though it might be lame. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside an active volcano, living off the fat of the land in Ibiza, starting a new life in the Baltics. You know, so like the last couple of weeks I wouldn't have said this one, but starting a new life in the Baltics sounds really appealing right now. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe? Saying, you too, when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. What if it's a solipsistic universe? Matt thinks for a moment.
Huh?
Oh, I know just the thing.
Hey, yeah.
Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. The National have honed their sad guy sound on album after album, and by this point they're old pros about feeling blue. The music is so amazing that it'll actually cheer you up. Whoa, dude. Thanks for the recommendation.
Hey.
You're gonna have a great time with it. Promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Yeah, sounds great.
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Tight.
Hey.
Cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd?
Hey.
That nerd is my buddy Dad Games. Dad Games? This beacon of human charm is Molly. Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on? You know it. Are the third waves gonna do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on?
Oh.
Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here.
Hey.
You and Amanda should come by that night.
Oh.
Matt blushes.
Hey.
I mean, if you're not doing anything.
Oh, man.
Will Vacant Veil be playing?
Hey.
If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, Isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All that stuff. Listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah. Now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Are we going to corrupt him? Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know.
Oh.
But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Yeah, why not? Say no to drugs. I don't know how to be high. I personally am not one who ever smoked. Not anything, but like particularly not weed. So I cannot say that I have ever been high. I've been inebriated, but I've never been high. I'm gonna say no to drugs. Nah, man, I think I'm good. It's a little juvenile, I guess. Let's just go back to my place and listen to them. Okay.
Hey.
By all means, Matt. Matt and I walk back to the cul-de-sac and head into his house. Oh, Matt's house is cool. I hope he isn't bummed about the no weed thing.
Hey.
We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of.
Hey.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff.
Hey.
So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in. Right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry.
Oh, man.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play? I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh, yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey.
No way, you had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies.
Hey.
Except for Communist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Hey.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Hey.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it.
Hey.
I sit down at the piano. Go with a classic, stick to your ska roots. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Let's go with a classic. No! I start playing chopsticks. Come on. What a jam. All right, buddy. Can you top that?
Oh, man.
I shouldn't. Oh, come on. No, It's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. Drop it. Push it a little bit. Never too late to get back into it. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Chopsticks, a song that children who are learning the piano usually figure out before they're 10. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would never have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Hey.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man, that was killer. Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night? Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just... I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. All right, man. But I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. No smooching? Is that a third date thing, smooching? I walk inside and the house is dark. It's really coming off like being buddies with Matt here. Save for the sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
Huh?
Wait, no. Hi, hungry?
Huh?
No. I'm Dad. Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Date complete. Okay.
You know what? Going on.
Another A. No S tier dates yet. Now, how did we miss the chance to talk about the food channel? Don't use metal utensils on nonstick frying pans. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? Leave her alone. We've tried the leaving her alone thing. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened. Leave her alone. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out. Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Oh, that didn't go well. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? Guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. Okay, I can completely empathize with this thought process here. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? Nope. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Wait, if it was unadulterated fear, how is it mixed with excitement? sounds pretty adulterated if you ask me. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know that I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over and... Sorry, you're sad, but I support you 100%. This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. When he puked in Dead Goth and Beyond? The best friend? The other one? I guess you're not technically wrong. It's good to have fallbacks like that one. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is... Oh, God, this is embarrassing. I, have a crush on Noah, and... That's a thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R., and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama. So I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall. And after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Ugh.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P., Emma R., and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos. Without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R., which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes. I know, so I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she doesn't. Emma R. just, glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring one? Gossipy one? Did she poop the bed too? Boring one? Well, yeah, but that's not the important part. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, I might add, which only further contributed to this terrible day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R. asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma R. say? I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. I have no idea what's happening. What did Emma R. say? Ooh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R. says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I can believe that. I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive.
Oh.
They were dating in secret for months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm just going to nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P. about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P. sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's just really stupid teenager stuff. Bottom line is that everybody dropped me. Half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R.'s been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. What did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help?
Oh, no.
Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Not all friendships last forever. Real friends don't do that. High school sucks. They all sound a little trite. And saying real friends don't do that, while it's true, they've been her only friends. She thought they were real friends. So I'm tempted to just go with high school sucks. But let's go with not all friendships last forever. People are going to come in and out of your life. It's just how it works. Not every friendship is going to last forever, so cherish your friends while you have them. And when it's over, don't dwell so much on the bad stuff. You had some good times with Emma R., but you guys grew apart. Learn from it and keep moving forward. There are so many new friends to make, and they're going to be so much cooler than Emma R. and the rest. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
I'm okay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
All right, well, let's find out what this thing is, and then I think I'm going to call it, because there's just, my voice is, I'm not in good voice for this. Hi, this is Steven from Dadmazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Oh, okay, yes, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry, I need to put on pants first. I can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, wait, I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. Put on pants. Get whatever job you want, just make sure it includes health insurance. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. How exciting. I open up the box and start pulling the packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's... Oh, is it cheese? Butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Hey, Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies?
Yes.
You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay. Love you. I take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. Bring the box to Damien, give the box to Amanda. No, we'll bring it to Damien. I should take it over to him. I jog over to Damien's house with the box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Badley, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whoa, how did you know I was about to knock? I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyways, I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. I hand him the box and his face lights up. What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks. I not to pry, but what are you going to do with those butterflies? Would you like to see? Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, Dad Games Badly. Sure. Oh, he's a lepidopterist. Damien leads me into his study, where he set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh, wow, that's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all of this yourself? Of course. I find it rather relaxing. How do you... Oh, it's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't quite ready yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight, so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The backs of the wings are a gorgeous, iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigment on this one is so nice, too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antennae with forceps and begins placing paper and more pins on and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all of the pins and put it on display with the others. I take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall. Ah, yes, that's a blue morpho, one of my favorites too. He hands the small frame to me. Here, I think this would look lovely in your home. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist. Believe me, I have more than enough. Thank you. If you ever have an interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Nonsense. You have beautiful, steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Am I blushing? Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, Dad Games. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. All right.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Now, believe it or not, we had a blue morpho butterfly under glass when I was growing up. My grandmother had it. It was with a it was a black and yellow butterfly that I think might have been a swallowtail. There were like two of them, and the blue morpho was up higher. And the black and yellow one, which was a little bit smaller, was down below it. And it was set in like this round... I can't remember what the backing was, but it was covered by like this sort of glass dome on the front, like if you had a wall clock that had a curved glass front to it. It was like that. And so we had that actually like hanging on the wall. But I believe I believe at one point it might have come down and the glass cracked. And like, where do you get that repaired? We didn't know. So I think that got thrown away after my grandmother passed away. So I can't remember what happened to it. I'll have to, maybe my older sister knows. I'll have to ask. But anyway, so that's my weird little story. Weird little peek into my past. Thank you for joining me. I'm really sorry about my voice. It's just, I've been sick for like 3 weeks now and I'm done. I'm so done. If my energy level were worse, I'd be more concerned that like I've got something weird, but literally like I feel fine except for the cough. So hopefully it will just pass eventually. But thank you for joining me. And so next time, so now we've had 2 dates with Matt, I want to say. Okay, yeah, so we've had 2 dates with Matt. We've had 1 date with Joseph. Yeah, so I think next time we should have, maybe we can wrap it up. Like next time we could either just have a date with Matt and try to like wrap up that storyline, or if we want to find out what's going on with Joseph, we could have another date with him first. And then we can decide between Matt and Joseph. Just because, you know, Joseph's such an kind of an odd duck. Like he seems like a fun, laid back guy, and yet his home life is so weird. So he's got the, you know, Village of the Damned kids and the you know, the classic kind of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf kind of, you know, inebriated wife who just kind of doesn't like him. So I don't know. We'll find out. I'll think about it and I'll come back to it. You know, comment. Feel free to comment if you want to see things go a particular way. But I will see you next time. Bye-bye.